Hi everyone. I hope all of you are staying home, staying safe in your houses. We know that this is an unprecedented time and it is quite important to keep ourselves calm and improve ourselves. So, talking about improving ourselves, what if you find out a way to improve yourself through your handwriting? Doesn't that sound interesting? Yes, it is. So, I have a special person with me who is from India and is none other than Graphotherapy Specialist, Mr. Naveen Toshniwal. Hi Naveen, pleasure to have you. I hope you are safe.
My pleasure.
Naveen, to start off, please tell us what graphotherapy is.
See, I'll put it this way. I'll put it in two parts. First part is grapho analysis, where we analyze the character of a person through the strokes in the handwriting. It is one of the most proven and scientific ways of analyzing a person's character. It's a very old science, from the time of Aristotle, who was a Greek scholar in around 2000 BC. He was the first person who discovered a link between the mind and the handwriting. And he used to say that handwriting is actually mind writing. So whatever is there on your mind, it comes out through your hand
Mm-hmm.
on the paper.
Hmm.
So it's such an old science. So this is what grapho analysis is, the analysis of character. And as you asked me what is therapy, that is second part, and that is in fact more vital. How to actually change your personality traits simply by practicing some small changes in the strokes of your handwriting. That is what graphotherapy is.
All right, so Naveen, these days people have got used to mingling or middling their phones. So they use their phones almost every activity. So sometimes they might find difficult to find time to write. What is the truth about this? Then how can they practice their handwriting and move forward?
See, it's a very common query. I'll tell you. Uh, you are absolutely right. We hardly write these days. We are all on laptop, on phones. We are just texting and typing emails, and that is the fastest and best way of communication these days.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But if you have got to improve through graphotherapy, you don't worry. You don't have to write hours together in a day. You just need to write once a full page of handwriting for analysis. After the analysis is done, whatever changes are suggested through the therapy, you are required to practice those strokes just 5 minutes a day. That's it. Just 5 to 7 minutes a day for a duration of about 3 weeks. And once the changes come in you, you can stop the therapy. It is not that you have to continue and go on doing the therapy forever. So there's nothing to worry.
Hmm.
It's just like a course for 3 weeks.
All right.
You are supposed to write some small changes in the strokes consciously, and within a period of 3 weeks, you will start experiencing the changes yourself. So nothing to worry. Just you have to be prepared to write 5 minutes a day, and you will be a changed person.
Wonderful. So, I mean, that's the magic. What if you write your passage, write your life story or whatever, a passage, just copy, write it, and just send it to Naveen, and you can figure out where you need to improve. That's absolutely amazing, Naveen. So, can you demonstrate to us using or showing us what type of strokes and the changes in them, and how would a person improve through changing the strokes in their handwriting. If you could demonstrate to us, that would be great.
Sure. I'll show you some charts which I've made. See now, this is an emotional chart. This indicates the slant of the handwriting. So, this is a straight handwriting. This is a handwriting which is slanting towards the right. And this is a handwriting which is slanting towards the left. A straight handwriting indicates people who are composed. They will generally not show their emotions, and they can even meet emergencies with a calm mind. Handwriting slanting towards the right indicate people who are expressive, and they will readily show their emotions. More the right slant, more expressive the person is.
Oh.
And the left slant indicates people who are reserved, and if there's too much of left slant, then they can be an introvert also. So these are the practical examples of how the handwritings can be written. This is a right slant handwriting, this is a straight handwriting, and this is a left slant handwriting.
All right.
See, these are some letters which help to indicate your mind. You can know something about your mind, how your mind will be. This is a small M and N, which has been written with rounded tops.
Okay.
This is the way we were taught to write in our schools. This sort of handwriting with loops in M and N
Yeah.
people who are basically slow thinkers.
Okay.
They will take time to understand anything after studying and restudying and going into details.
All right.
This sort of pointed M's and N's, they are ending on top like
Correct.
points.
Yeah.
Indicate people who have a sharp mind and a good grasping ability.
All right. Okay.
They have the capability to understand or grasp anything without any difficulty.
Oh.
And this is an M and N which has got inverted V's. You see, inverted V's are there. This indicate people who have got curiosity for learning. They want to learn more and more. They have a curiosity for learning.
All right.
Now, this sort of person who is an instant grasper, it is not that person is more intelligent than this one who takes time to understand.
Okay.
This person simply will take more time to understand after going in details, and there is a probability that they may understand even better than the sharp thinker after they go into the details.
All right. So that's how it goes. You have any more charts to show? Yeah. Please go ahead, Naveen.
I'll just go through briefly.
Yeah, I know.
These are the upper strokes. You will see that some of the upper strokes have got loops and some are straight, they don't have loops.
Yeah, correct.
Any upper stroke having loops indicate people who are sensitive.
Oh, all right.
Like this is a bigger loop, this is a more sensitive person. This is a smaller loop, and here there is no loop. Sensitivity can imply two things: a person is touchy or he is compassionate. That can imply one or both. Now these are some small A's and O's. This is the way we write O and A and O normally. A and O.
Yes.
Here you will see there is a gap in the A and O. There is a small gap.
Yeah.
These sort of gaps indicate people who are friendly, frank, and they will tend to mix up easily with people. Here there is a loop within the O. Here there is a bigger loop, and here there is a even bigger loop.
Yeah.
These sort of loops indicate people who are secretive. They will generally not show what is there in their mind. Now, this can be a positive or negative stroke depending on the situation. If a child has these strokes, then probably it will be a negative stroke because they will not tend to share what is there in their mind. So giving guidance to them will be little difficult. But in our case, when we are mature enough, these sort of strokes can even indicate trustworthiness.
Oh, yes.
If you are secretive to a certain extent, you can also tend to be trustworthy. Now here this last row I want to show you. Here there are double loops. A loop in the beginning and a loop in the end.
Okay.
This indicates a slightly dangerous state. This shows people who are dishonest or they have got deceit. So the ones with the double loop.
Yeah.
So briefly I'm going through all this.
Please do, yes. Just to give an idea.
Lower loops, lower strokes. If you find a lower finishing straight down like this indicates a person who has got strong determination.
Oh, all right.
Here there are loops, a small loop and a bigger loop. These indicates people who have a creative mind and a good imagination.
Good
When you will
imagination.
see half loops like this in people, here like this or like this, the loops are not complete. These indicate people who are creative, no doubt, but they are probably not using their creativity to the full extent.
All right.
Here there are small loops. The small loop and this is a narrow loop. This indicates people who are choosy or selective. Okay, so this, and then I will show you another stroke. This is a voice finishing down and it is swung forward. This sort of swinging stroke after a down stroke indicates people who have a good initiative. It's a positive stroke.
All right.
Now these are T's. T has got a very important role in handwriting analysis. This is a normal T with a stem and a bar.
Okay.
Now, higher you make the T bar, it indicates people who are ambitious and have a long, well-defined long-term goal. Here you see the T bar is going even above the level of the stem.
Yeah.
These indicate people who are dreamers. They will just think that I want to do this, I want to do this, and they will go on thinking and overthinking. But practical effort to achieve their goals will be very less.
Absolutely.
Here the T-bars are going down. Downward T-bars indicate people who lack confidence in their own abilities.
Oh.
Here you will see the T stem has got an inverted T. These indicate people who are stubborn.
All right.
This one or the one below
All right.
indicates people who are stubborn.
Okay.
Here the T bar is going to the right. Here the T bar is going to the left. T bar going to the right indicates short temper, and T bar going to the left indicates people who tend to procrastinate, habit of keeping things pending. Now here you will see there's a T bar which has got a hook. These sort of hooks can indicate greed or jealousy. Here the T bar is starting thick and finishing in a point. This sort of T bars indicate person who are sarcastic. They have sarcasm. Here the T bar goes down. Here the T bar goes up. Downward strokes indicate people who tend to dominate, and upward strokes indicate optimism. Now here you see the T bar is almost negligible. It is very small. This can indicate people who do not have a well-defined goal or who are lacking willpower. Here the T bars are bent, convex.
Yeah.
Indicate people with self-control.
All right.
And this is a waving T bar, indicate people who have a good sense of humor.
Good sense of humor.
Here the T is starting with the straight stroke from bottom to top.
Okay.
This sort of stroke in the beginning of words indicate people who have resentment. They
All
are
right.
not able to forget some incidents, and they have sort of taken some things to heart which they are not able to get over.
All right.
Weeks or months or maybe years. This sort of stroke is not good because it will hamper you from progressing further.
All right. Okay.
See the T bars and T stems are joined. These indicate people who have got good persistence.
Persistent.
If they start something, they will not rest till they finish it off.
Oh, wow.
I hope this will give you some idea how the analysis is done.
Yes. So I was saying it's quite fascinating, and I'm curious about the fact, or I think, if you could do a graphotherapy analysis to a person who is right after school and about to enter the workforce, it would be a great opportunity for him or her to find out what his or her characteristics are and to refine them and then join a workforce, and then he or she has a clear idea of the career that they are aspiring to have. What are your thoughts on this, Naveen?
Yeah, you are absolutely right. That is the right time. People who are finishing school and about to enter college,
Absolutely.
then if we do their analysis at that time, we can study the traits, whether they have got creative abilities or they have got engineering abilities, whether their mind is sharp. So accordingly, they can be guided to choose a proper career also. Not only the career, even their personal traits, they can be told to improve and utilize it. Because there are so many talented people who are not using their talents to the full capabilities. Talents are being wasted.
I
This
know.
sort of analysis and then the subsequent therapy will help them to utilize their talents and even get over their negative traits.
And also, Naveen, continuing with the conversation, is there anything told about work life balance in graphotherapy? Because that is something a lot of people lack these days. Either they work more, they don't spend time at home. That work life balance is not working for some people. Does it? Does graphotherapy has an answer to this?
Actually, there is no direct scope as such which indicates a work-life balance. Only thing is that you should be balanced yourself. You have to be conscious. You have to be conscious to do this balancing. The analysis will only help you to indicate your individual character traits. When you combine those traits,
All
you
right.
get the personality of a person in details. Based on that, they can be guided to improve. So there's no direct stroke as such for work-life balance.
All right. So from what you said, what I would come I would come to a conclusion to say that this is something that would companies look for when they train their staff, or when they're about to recruit the interns. So they can do a graphotherapy session for their employees and show the correct path for them to progress and achieve what they want. What are your views? That's what I believe.
Yeah. So in fact, in European countries,
Mm-hmm.
lot of corporates
Uh-huh.
are in fact doing graph analysis
Mm-hmm.
before they do the recruitment. They will tell the candidates to give a handwritten application, and then the experts will study the handwriting
Mm-hmm.
and analyze their character
All
before the
right.
interview is taken, so that they are already aware of the candidate's character and nature.
All right.
They can decide which particular department they might be suitable in. For example, if you wish to employ someone in the finance or accounts department, it is important to see that the person has precision, habit of going into details, and of course, they should be honest. Any strokes of dishonesty, person is not suitable for accounts. Similarly, you can see engineering abilities or creative abilities, then they can accordingly be employed in the particular departments which require those skills.
All right, Naveen. So it was a great pleasure having you with us, and I am sure that this is a very productive session. And for some people, this sounds like magic. I'm sure about it because this is quite fascinating, and the results would also be fascinating. And
Actually, people are definitely aware of grapho analysis, but maybe some people are not aware of the therapy. You can actually change yourself
absolutely.
by practicing some changes in the strokes. And of course, now that the internet is there, people can always search graphotherapy on net, and they will get a lot of articles as to how lives of people have changed simply by practicing small changes in the strokes of a handwriting.
Absolutely, that's just fantastic, Naveen. And for the viewers, I would like to say that I don't think that you can't spend 5 minutes a day because you have 24 hours. in a day. So it's just 5 to 7 minutes a day to improve your handwriting strokes, and ultimately doing this consistently for about 2 weeks. Is that correct, Naveen? 2 weeks, right?
Maximum 3 weeks.
Maximum 3 weeks, you will be a changed person with a changed attitude, a changed perspective, and you will definitely change your life. So, Naveen, thank you very much for joining us from Jaipur, India, and Mr. Naveen Toshniwal. It was a pleasure having you, and we hope that all of you would make this session, make maximum use of this session, and make your lives productive. And I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks again, Naveen. Stay home, stay safe, take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.